Welcome back to Gyrodynamics. Okay, we've got the last commander deck in this set. So let's go ahead and open it up. I finally found it. Alright, let's do this. Little, little bonus packaging there with the thing that I really want to show off from this set. So let me put that to the side there. We have the deck itself. Put that over here. I'm not going to open up the deck itself because I don't want it to be unsealed. I want to I want to hold on to it sealed. The reason why I get these decks, some of this extra packaging is nice in this. Some of the extra stuff in this version of the Commander decks has been nice, like the Plane Chase cards. Getting that extra little bonus pack is always nice. The Plane Chase die is a good reason to get these. All this stuff is pretty much junk, but sometimes I use them as dividers, so put them aside here. But as far as the decks themselves, I get them because they have some new cards, and it's usually just a handful of new cards. The reprints are usually not the greatest value. Usually I have those cards anyways, so if it was just reprint decks, I probably wouldn't buy them. But because there's new cards, and sometimes those new cards end up being very useful or end up being very valuable, I want to make sure I have at least a single copy of them so I get the decks. And then I hold them sealed because when you open up the set boosters, oftentimes you pull those cards in the set boosters. And so if I end up pulling all the cards for this sealed deck, from the boosters, I'm not going to need any of the cards in this sealed deck. So leaving it sealed, I'll just, maybe sell it as a sealed deck at some point, or if anybody else wants the deck, we can work something out. The deck itself is not useful to me unless I'm wanting to try to get in a quick commander game with maybe some newer players or something where I just want to play a deck that's not over the top. Anyways, okay, so I will leave that sealed. This is the other stuff. I'll put this little deck box together so I can put all this stuff in there, and then we'll go through what we're really looking at here, which is the Plane Chase cards. I like looking at the different planes that were being shown, and then obviously the little collector booster sampler pack thing that they have. Let's put the die in here. There we go. We'll keep that for later. This deck didn't look that interesting to me, but I did want to get it, and so I found it, so I went with it. All right. Oh, my playmat's a little off center. Hopefully that doesn't trigger any OCD out there. We'll open this last. I really like this playmat. I've gotten compliments on it. It was in the festival in a box for Philadelphia. That's how I got it. I know you can find it aftermarket, but when I was looking, I did not see that Ultra Pro or Wizards was selling it. I'm pretty sure in a picture that a friend posted from a more recent MagicCon event that it was sitting in the booth where you could buy stuff there. So, I mean, if you go to a MagicCon event, you may be able to find this playmat again, or buy it aftermarket, TCG Player, that sort of thing. eBay probably has them, but I think eBay was more expensive than TCG Player when I was looking. But anyways, if you're interested in this mat, and it is one of the cooler mats, I really do like it. I think I'll trade it out once we move on from all of the Phyrexian sets. Now that I have the camera, I can do pretty much any playmat, and it should work out. So I'll try to do more of a variety of playmats moving forward. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at these planes that we're going to. Chaotic Aether. Oh, this is the Phenomenon card. Yes, that's right. The first card is always the Phenomenon card. Chaotic Aether is the Phenomenon card for this deck. It says when you encounter Chaotic Aether, Each blank roll of the planar die is a something, or the plane roll until a player planeswalk away from the plane. Okay, blank. All right. So we're looking at Jund, classic plane here as part of Alara. All right. Most of you are familiar with that. Bloodhill Bastion as part of Equilore. Looks like that one. Maybe it's a deep cut from the lore, or maybe it's a future plane we may go to. Karasha Foothills. Mongsing. Same thing with that one. Grove of the Dream Pods. Fabasin. All right. I'm excited to really kind of like check out a bunch of these planes. Hopefully we get to go. Megaflora Jungle. Garganticar. Riptide Island, Dominaria. That one's we're more familiar with. The Great Eyrie on Tarkir. We probably don't need to go back there for a while, but we may. Golden City of Araska on Ixalan. So we're going back to Ixalan here shortly, but we're doing the Caverns of Ixalan, which, from my understanding, they just decided they wanted to do a cavern set, and they just decided to say that it's based on Ixalan, but that it wasn't originally designed as an Ixalan set specifically, but they did make it an Ixalan set, so I'm sure you're going to see a lot of the typical Ixalan motifs or tribalism, the tribes and that sort of thing. But I am going to guess we will probably not be going to the Golden City of Araska as part of a Caverns story. But we'll see. Tawashi on Kamigawa. This is, I think, the newer version of Kamigawa. And then that's it. All right. Let's go ahead and open up this little bonus pack. And then I will do some other videos. Let's see here. Oh, same thing I opened in the last one. The Dusk Legion Duelist Full Art Non-Foil. And then we have a Tymaret Chosen from Death, the Showcase Foil Tymaret Chosen from Death. All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that little opening. And yeah, let's go ahead and do some other videos. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.